Okay guys, so I'm just editing this penetration test that we did and want to clarify something. We had a second camera filming a lot of stuff that you're actually not going to be able to see because there's audio problem with it. With that camera, we videoed the specifics on the arrow. The only thing different with the two arrows is going to be the FOC. So if you think that FOC is a major contributor to penetration, then this test is not going to be for you. Total weight is what's going to be the most determining variable of penetration. So if you're, again, thinking of super high FOC is going to penetrate better, then this test is not what you're going to want. The Valkyrie as well as the Dirt Naps are shot with a different FOC than the other arrows.
Cheap shot. Cheap shot. Oh, I'd be almost scared to shoot this. Iron Will. Ozcut 3-blade. 2-blade Ozcut. Kudu. Next up, Northern Evo. Northern Wide Cut.
DRT 18 and a half, 26 and a quarter. Iron Will 18 and 3/8.
Ozcut 3-blade.
19 and 5/16.
Okay.
Oz 2
2-blade.
19.875. Kudu
Kudu.
20 and an 1/8.
Northern Wide. Northern Evo.
19.875. 21.37. So the interesting thing, so this test does penetration, it also shows entrance, so cutting diameter and what wound channel could be. We've got some variables here with 2-blade with bleeders or 3-blade or 2-blade single bevel. Kind of a pretty good mix, I would say. Ozcut 2-blade looks like one of the smallest entrants.
Definitely.
It almost also sees like maybe some deflection on that, depending. It'd be interesting to see how that goes as we peel the layers back. Ozcut 3-blade gives a good hole there. It looks like clearance around the shaft as well. Iron Will looks like a good one as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to unscrew these, we're going to lead these in the target, and then we're going to finish out the rest of the heads shooting right here. So.
Trophy Taker ATAC. Tooth of the Arrow, penetration test. Next, Tooth of the Arrow XL. Annihilator, next. Montec G5. VPA 2-blade. VPA 3-blade. Van Demon.
So let's measure these out.
Take some measurement.
ATAC 20.75.
Tooth of the Arrow.
22.75. Tooth XL.
XL.
Yeah. 18.975. Annihilator. 18 and 7/16. EPA 21. Sorry. 21.4375.
3-blade.
21.25.
Van Demon.
21.375.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie!
Boone. China Dirt Nap.
Day 6 Evo.
Day 6 Evo.
You're good.
Strickland Helix.
The China performed as expected, dead last in this.
It's not called the China, but
no,
it's
but
okay.
also if you look at the deflection side of it, like where these are all very consistent, this is kicked hard, right? I don't know if that partly was to do with the impact at the beginning, but I was aiming over here and it hit that far.
Valkyrie.
19.75. bone 20.125.
China?
23.75. Day 6 Evo.
Winner of this, right?
16.5. Strickland 21.375.
Interesting. Well, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
What is the lowest number?
Day 6 Evo 16.5 by far. Next up, Hardaway Dalton.
I'm rooting for this one.
Third up is the Slick Trick. Ramcat. Muzzy Trocar. Muzzy 3-blade up to bat. We've got Interlock Extreme. Shuttle T coming up with a measurement of
23.875. Or sorry, 20.875.
Hardaway.
21.25.
Slick Trick.
19.25. Ramcat 19.3125. Trocar 18.0625. 21.65. Interlock 18.75.
Wasp. Rad Rival. Thunderhead.
Striker.
Exodus.
You recorded the Reaper, right, as 19...
I did record the Reaper as 19.312.
No,
31.
625. Rad Rival, 18.5. Thunderhead, 22.425. G5 Striker, 18.25. Exodus, 16.3625. That's number one so far, isn't it?
Evo 16.5. Yep, that's the
3/16.
deepest penetrating arrow so far.
The Exodus has got the deepest.
Yep.
This is a Zeus.
Whacker. Next up, Spitfire NAP. Gravedigger. Sever. Rage Hypodermic. The Dead Meat up next. Killzone. Zuso.
19.125.
Schwacker.
23.625. Spitfire 23.625.
Gravedigger.
21.125.
Sever. Winner.
21.625. 21.5 on the Rage Plus P.
21.
Yep.
0.5.
Should
Dead
be
meat. Dead meat.
18.25.
And then Killzone.
25.125. Okay, so starting off with the Zeus. This is mechanical. They did not deploy, but they do have springs, so they adjust there. Good full deployment, I guess. Next up, Schwacker looks like it has partial deployment on the first layer. Spitfire, not much on deployment on the first. Same with Bloodsport, pretty minimal. Sever, looks like not much on the first layer. Rage Plus P, definitely pretty good cutting diameter there. Over an inch, inch and a quarter probably. G5 Dead Meat,
Did not deploy.
Did not deploy on the first.
D&D.
Kill zone full deployment looks like
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
That's a lot of deployment.
I'd give that one the deployment win.
Deployment of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 1.25 on the plus P. Kill zone is 1.75.
After the first layer,
Zeus still the same. Schwacker a little bit more deployment. Spitfire
nothing.
little bit more. Bloodsport about the same. Sever.
One's
about the
starting to
same.
open up.
Rage plus P.
Pretty much deployed.
Yeah, pretty much deployed. Dead meat, not much. Kill zone, pretty good deployment there.
Now we're starting to see something.
Zeus, good. Schwacker, good.
But it goes to be told, I mean, how thick is an elk or a deer's hide? You know, I mean,
One layer. The hide is a layer.
wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
A layer of cardboard, and we've already
Yeah.
gone through two, and some of them still aren't fully deployed.
Not even close on a couple of them.
Yeah.
Spitfire now, we're starting to show some bigger deployment. Bloodsport's the same. Sever, good deployment. Rage, good deployment. Schwacker's getting there. Killzone, full deploy. Dead meat still just barely. Yep. So Zeus actually looks like almost less.
It's getting pushed back because of that resistance. The spring's
Gotcha.
getting pushed back.
Sever full deployment. NAP plus, or the Rage plus P full. Schwacker still not fully, it doesn't look like. Spitfire for sure. Killzone. Bloodsport's getting a little bit more. Still not much on the G5 dead meat. About the same. Same with Schwacker. Bloodsport finally a full deploy, I would say. Still not a ton on the G5.
We're about.
We're in there, man.
Yeah, this almost seems worse on the Zeus.
It's that resistance is pushing the blades back.
Zeus.
We are over 2 inches, and we still aren't deployed on that G5. I'd say we're not deployed fully.
Really?
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, we are this deployed.
I will say the
With this
Sever
deep.
is consistent now,
Yeah.
with
Zeus is-
wider than the Rage.
No.
It's not wider?
No.
Measure
it's,
it.
It's one side's shifting because it's that pivot. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. Dead nuts.
Wow, our blood sport over here is looking gnarly.
Yeah. A little bit more expansion on the G5 on that one blade. Wound channel on the Zeus. Look at that.
Yeah. It's like,
Tiny. Tinier.
I will say spinning it though, it made like that point, because it had that bigger point. It was pretty easy to spin. Oh,
How's the G5 doing? Is it still nothing?
Dude, that kill zone, that NAP kill zone has had the most massive and consistent
Wound
from
count.
the jump.
yeah.
Also
Which makes sense why it's the first one to
Correct.
come to.
Non-penetrate.
Yeah.
And it's got the biggest cutting diameter.
Look at that. I mean,
Good on the Rage and the
Sever.
Sever.
G5 not doing much.
G5, did it ever fully
No.
deploy?
No.
Not yet, no. Well, I don't think it's gonna if it hasn't yet.
Look at that thing.
That is NAP kill zone.
Pretty popular mechanical.
So we're going to give it number 1, but at the same time,
It's for penetration, but I would say wound channel.
Wound Channel, that definitely is the winner.
Well, I mean, wound channel, part of a wound channel is penetration. If you're only getting a few inches of penetration, I mean,
True.
it's a devastating cut, but
But think
How
of
much
a
are you
deer's
gonna
hide.
get?
Think of a deer's.
Yeah, look how thick
Look
we
how
are.
thick that is. That's crazy.
It's a 700 grain arrow too.
Yeah.
It's supposed to penetrate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the
NAP
Spitfire.
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 Now this was a 3-blade, so
That's a pretty good wound channel.
yeah. Schwacker.
Whack.
Attack.
Number 4.
Yep.
Number 3.
3.
Look at that thing.
Whoa.
Are the blades all intact? None of them bent yet?
No, it's bent.
It's bent?
It's bent.
Should I write that down?
Yeah, you want to show that to the camera? Mine's overheated and died. Bent on cardboard.
Yep.
Any other ones? Look at the other ones. Do we have any other bent blades?
Not that I can tell.
That's probably from the force of the rotation of the arrow. I don't know.
Of the earth. Could be.
Yeah, very possible.
Gotta say that there's Rage, Sever, Rage plus P.
That would be our number 4.
Oh.
We'll see which point hit the farthest.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, what's the point if you can hit the edge of the tuna can, but you can't hit the bottom of it, right?
So I've said that for years.
Sever.
Sever.
Okay, so wait. So
Rage first, then Sever.
The sever's still cutting.
Yep.
Splinter.
So-
Oh, and we got this one over
Yeah,
here.
they don't touch it all through it, so I feel good on that test. Bloodsport.
which had part of it's like a hybrid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. Kind of reminds me of the Trokar hybrid.
Yeah, I'd like to shoot that one just for fun.
It's a long road to greatness, but I ain't afraid to face it, 'cause I know I'm gonna make it. Put me in the fire, said I'd disappear, but I walked through the flames and I'm still